That brings us over to the tag division. Let's start with the Diamonds in the Rough.
Yep, please go on.
July 22nd Impact. After David Young gets his ass kicked by Abyss, Simon Diamond walks up. He's like,
He says he has a problem.
that is his famous catchphrase. And he's just like, you're a useless piece of shit.
But you know what? You could not be a useless piece of shit if you follow this useless piece of shit's advice.
It's like, I also job all the time. But what if we're together?
What I'm saying here is times are pretty rough. But we're a couple of diamonds ready to shine.
So he offers him his leadership, and it's like, I can overcome the office politics. And it's like, I don't think office politics are getting in David Young's way.
No, he's like, I can overcome the office politics by becoming the office.
That's very smart. He is a road agent.
There you go.
I can put your matches together and make sure you shine.
That's even better. If he's like, yo, I'll book you real strong.
I can veto all your opponent's cool spots.
That would be a great story.
It's like, you can't do that. It's just like, people won't be able to follow you. You should do a side headlock while David Young does a springboard moonsault.
That would be awesome.
Young accepts because he's like, I've fucking nothing to lose.
Which I actually do kind of love, that he's like, this guy's full of shit and a big dumb idiot, but what's the alternative?
Yeah, it's like, I'm not doing anything by myself, so I might as well. You can't go down. Probably not going to go up, but we can't go down.
Yeah.
Diamond and Young had that match against Raven and Sabu. That's their first match as a duo. They lose. But they do, for reasons passing comprehension, on the August 12th Impact beat AMW.
I don't get... Why does Simon Diamond just get to beat AMW all the time?
He has their number. Like, it's part of a story that we'll talk about in a second in the tag division, the 8-man tag, the Team Canada Naturals, AMW stuff, where Storm goes for a super kick when Canadian Young hooked his leg with a hockey stick, allowing American Young to hit a spine buster and win, and Team Canada attack
Young
Naturals
brothers.
saved. I was writing those notes and I was like, wait a minute, there's two Youngs here. I have to clarify. It's like, there's no world in which Simon Diamond and David Young should be beating America's Most Wanted. Like, there is no value in those two beating AMW. What are you doing? Skipper had a match at some stage. Oh, Monty squashed him. There you go. Which is a rematch of their big 2002 NWA-TNA Detroit street fight. Do you remember that?
I'm trying not to.
You don't remember Monty's 2002 run?
I'm trying not to.
Skipper was real stupid. He turned around to do his what time was it catchphrase, and Monty just jumped him. It's like, what's wrong with you? Finish was awesome, though. Skipper went for a springboard moonsault. Monty looked at him, saw he was going for the moonsault, hit the ropes, pounced them the second he landed. It was cool. I also appreciate how, like, every, like, step of that move made sense. Where it's like, Skipper was going to springboard moonsault to come behind Monty so that he could do a move. And Monty didn't hit the ropes until he saw Skipper was doing the moonsault, which is is a pet peeve of mine. And I think, was it Mello and Braun did some bullshit on NXT where I think he like speared him out of midair or something, but he hit the ropes before he even saw he was moving. And I'm like, no, it's stupid. That makes no sense. Whereas Monty turned his head, saw Skipper was going for the moonsault, and then hit the ropes to go pounce him. It's like, oh, that makes sense. Monty's a better wrestler.
True.
Monty is better than anything on NXT 2.0. I will stand over that take.
Ever.
So yeah, Skipper hasn't been having himself a great month either, which brings us to the pay-per-view in which the Diamonds in the Rough form fully. It's Skipper, Diamond and Young versus Sabin, Sharkboy, and Sanjay. Give me all of your takes about this match, Liam.
It existed. And they lost.
They lost again, they did, which makes them beating
the
AMW.
team that had Shark Boy on it.
They lost to some... Like, yeah, they could just pin Shark Boy here. They could. There's nothing wrong with them just pinning Shark Boy. But no, they had to fucking, like, beat AMW and then lose on the pay-per-view. And they should have just lost both matches, if we're honest. But them beating AMW and then following it up with a loss against a team that they could have just beaten.
Yeah.
Stupid. Sanjay has nice black and white tights, I thought.
Yes, he's slowly becoming the Sanjay we know.
I will miss bin bag pants Sanjay, but he's probably better off for it.
Like everyone.
Sabin grabs Skipper with a quick pin for the win. It's a nice little pay-per-view opener.
And they pinned Skipper!
The guy in the group with the most upside.
It's just ridiculous.
Skipper has fallen so far so fast.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there was at least some interest in him with like the Daniels stuff building to Lockdown. And then he's just lost match after match and done absolutely nothing of substance since Lockdown. And like, I don't know, I think he was kind of exposed a lot as a singles guy. I don't think he was ever kind of good enough to be like a true carry the X Division singles guy, as opposed to in a tag where you could cover some of his limitations so you could just do his cool stuff. But like, there is, again, how much is there? I don't know, but there is something there.
I think the problem is just he's never really shown to put it together in the big spot.
Because, yeah, if he came out of that Lockdown match and he had, like, a real barn burner with Daniels, he'd be like, all right, we'll keep doing something with Skipper. And he came out of that Lockdown match, and that Lockdown match isn't terrible, but it's just like, it's okay. It's pretty good.
And just, like, it's surrounded by all the other stuff Daniels has done, which is, like, way better.